I didn't start working with yarn and like fiber stuff until like 4 years ago. And once I started, I just like remembered that it just like reminded me of my mom and grandma teaching me how to like knit, crochet, sew, latch hook. And that was really nice to feel a connection to them. My name is Marcus Rothering. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a special education assistant and a ceramic and fiber artist. My grandma was always just kind of doing it, and I was obsessed with her as a kid, so I was always sitting next to her, so I eventually just picked up the needles and she taught me. I feel fortunate enough to have been introduced to ceramics as soon as elementary school, I think. Well, I'm really into learning about Haitian voodoo rituals, and I'm reading a lot of like folklore in that area, and I'm really inspired by the demons and spirits that I'm reading about in those stories. So the forms in my woven looking pieces are inspired by kind of my own mind spiraling into creating what I think those demons those spirits might look like. And then speaking on the colors and stuff, I think with those pieces being so like structured and not too precise, but just really kind of meticulous, I add I call it the glorp glaze, because it kind of oozes and falls, so I never really know how that's gonna look coming out of the kiln. And then the last year, I would spend probably 4 hours a day here putting together my portfolio. I feel like when I start the program, I'm gonna wanna do more fiber stuff. The process I do most is rug tufting. Sounds kind of corny, but Instagram is a really good place to do research and just find what people are doing and, you know, making happen with their tufting guns. I started doing the fiber stuff more during the pandemic when we couldn't reach out or see everyone as much, so. Well, I grew up in Duluth, Minnesota too, so working with yarn always makes me feel like home, and being on the shore, and it's just like a soft, cozy, kind of like nostalgic material, I think, too. Maybe I'm mushy-gushy, but it just gets my emotions going and makes me think of how I started working with it. And I know that when I work with yarn and fibers, I feel a connection to home. And when I work with ceramics, I feel a connection to Minneapolis. I hope that Black abstract art gets blown up and highlighted and put on the pedestal that it deserves. The thing about abstract art is just that the artist can take a theme or a perspective and just flip it on its head and hope that what they're trying to say is getting received, and if it's not, it doesn't matter.